The butterfly effect of intelligence. How small changes rewired our minds. Part 1. The anomaly in the testing room. The scent of pencil shavings and ink hangs thick in the air. A 1950s testing room where a lone psychologist flips through a stack of answer sheets. The questions are straightforward. Arrange these blocks to match the pattern. What comes next in this sequence? The scratch of nervous examinees fills the silence. Fast forward 70 years, and the scene transforms. Screens glow with dynamic puzzles. Test takers swipe through abstract shapes, their fingers tracing solutions that would have left their grandparents stumped. Then, the anomaly. Psychologist James Flynn notices something peculiar in the data. IQ scores aren't just rising, they're soaring. Not by a point or two, but by 3 whole percentage points per decade. The same test given to a modern teenager would place their 1950s counterpart in the borderline intellectual disability range. The numbers whisper a tantalizing question: are we evolving? But evolution takes millennia. This is something else. The human mind isn't changing at the genetic level. It's being rewired by invisible forces. The tests themselves reveal the shift, where past generations excelled at concrete, practical problems. Today's minds dance through hypotheticals, spotting patterns in chaos. We taught them the game, and they learned to play it better than we ever imagined. Yet beneath the triumph lurks unease, because every adaptation has its cost, and the data is beginning to hint at a shadow creeping into the light. Part 2. The 3 winds that bent the tree. First, the classroom. The rigid rows of desks chanting multiplication tables give way to open-ended questions. What if gravity worked in reverse? How would you test this hypothesis? Education didn't just feed facts. It built mental gymnasiums. The shift from rote memorization to abstract reasoning sculpted brains that could juggle variables. Trade in probabilities. We taught them the game, and the game was thinking about thinking. Then, the screens. The flicker of pixels demands constant micro-decisions: click or ignore, swipe left or right. Technology turned daily life into a cognitive obstacle course, where ancestors tracked animal migrations. We navigate nested menus. The brain, ever the opportunist, reallocated its resources, sacrificing some skills to hone others. Chess masters, once unrivaled, now train alongside AI, their intuition merging with machine logic. The mind adapts, but the trade-offs linger like phantom limbs. And finally, the invisible revolution: the iodine in our salt, the folate in our bread. Malnutrition's fog lifted, and neural pathways once stunted by deficiency now stretch toward their full potential. A body well fueled is a brain unshackled. Yet for all these gains, something slips away: the hunter's eye for subtle tracks, the farmer's sense of impending rain, ancestral wisdoms fading like echoes. Adaptation is not progress, it is specialization. The same forces that sharpened our abstract reasoning may be blunting other blades. Part 3. The river and its banks. Then, the curve flattens. In the 21st century, the Flynn Effect stalls. IQ scores in developed nations plateau, even dip in some regions. The whispers grow louder. Have we hit a ceiling? Some blame saturated education systems. Others point to digital overload fracturing attention spans. The reverse Flynn effect emerges like a cautionary footnote: intelligence, it seems, is not a one-way street. But perhaps we're asking the wrong question. Intelligence isn't a mountain to summit. It's a river, carving new channels through the landscape of necessity. The skills we prize today, pattern recognition, conceptual flexibility, were sculpted by the world we built. And as that world changes, so too will the mind's priorities. The true lesson of the Flynn effect isn't that we're smarter. It's that we're malleable. Each small change, a tweak in schooling, a shift in diet, a new technology, ripples through generations, bending cognition like light through a prism. We taught them the game, and someday, they'll rewrite the rules entirely. The river keeps flowing, and we, ever adapting, flow with it. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.